when we got the business license, it was kind of funny. We looked at the license. It said 7777. So since July 77, we had our shop. And we moved to this location in 1989, right after the earthquake. So I have been here since then.
And did the earthquake affect you?
You know, we were lucky. It didn't. I have had one little jar of varnish that fell off a shelf and made the place smell really good. It was kind of mess to clean up, but it had some lavender oil in it, so it smelled really good. But I do remember when it was about 5 o'clock when the earthquake hit, and it's amazing how many thoughts go through your mind in a split second. If you look at my shop, you see a lot of instruments hanging, and they started swinging back and forth. And I thought, now if they start swinging too much, I'm going to jump off the hooks, and should I stay here? I happened to be working on a Guarneri violin at the time, and I'm thinking, maybe I should take the Guarneri violin on my arm and stand in the doorway. But before I do that, I should maybe stop the instruments from swinging. So I held on to one, and of course, they all kind of bumped into each other. Luckily, not very hard. By the time I made it to the doorway, the shaking stopped, thank God. But it was pretty scary. But the thoughts, should I take this fiddle and go hide on my bench or in the doorway or what? A lot of stuff goes through your mind in very little time.
Great San Francisco story. What year again was that?
That was in October of '89.
That was the one
The Loma Prieta.
Took the bridge down.
That's the one. Yeah.
But I love that you're holding a Guarneri.
Yeah, I mean, the timing, I couldn't believe it. Of all times for an earthquake, I'm thinking to myself, I got this Guarneri violin, what do I do? Don't want that to get damaged.
Oh, man.
One thing if something falls on my head, but if it hits the violin, then that'd be really bad.
Flash forward to the bottom of the fourth inning. Dave Parker barely, by inches, just misses a home run. Candy Maldonado with the hesitation, allowing Jose Canseco to score, and he fails to get Dave Parker at second base, so the Oakland A's take.
I'll tell you what, we're having an earth.
The greatest open in the history of television, bar none. Yes, it certainly did. We're still here. We are still, as we can tell, on the air, and I guess you are hearing us, even though we have no picture and no return audio, and we will be back, we hope, from San Francisco in just a moment.
This is Cheryl Jennings in the Channel 7 newsroom. As you may have noticed, our power was knocked out just as some of the pre-game activities for the World Series was getting underway. That game is scheduled to start any moment now. Our power has been off for almost 15 minutes, and the reason, if you do not know by now, was a major earthquake, an earthquake which was felt from Oakland to Sacramento, as far south as Los Angeles. We have reports of major power outages in San Francisco and reports throughout the Bay Area. There's also major damage in San Benito County, south of San Jose. We do not have a Richter scale reading on that yet. The Office of Emergency Services is hoping to get us more information. Here in the Channel 7 newsroom, we felt a jolt, and we all shouted earthquake, and then it hit and knocked us off the air. It knocked televisions off of the stands here, and all of a sudden people got very nervous and very scared. Ana Chavez was out on the street, and she said that people emptied out of the buildings. Traffic was trying to move in the downtown area, and that traffic came to a complete stop when people started filling in the streets. Pete Wilson is out at Candlestick right now. Let's see if we can go to Pete Wilson live to see if there was anything felt out at the stick. Pete?
Well, Cheryl, obviously people are terribly nervous here. The power is off in Candlestick Park. This quake hit, as you have told people, just shortly after 5 o'clock. It was very obvious very quickly.